Tampa Bay Buccaneers and head coach Todd Bowles went for 1 last night when many people are saying that they should have went for 2. Buck, what are you talking about? Well, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost in overtime to the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. They had the opportunity to tie the game or win the game on a 2-point conversion after a touchdown late in the game, but they decided not to go for 2 and went for 1. They kicked the PAT, they tied the game, and sent it to overtime. In the post-game conference, head coach Todd Bowles said, "It was raining. I wasn't very confident, so we went for the PAT, and we wanted to take them into overtime because I thought we had a better chance." So what if I told you guys that it was not an overreaction, that Todd Bowles made the right choice going for 1 instead of 2 versus the Kansas City Chiefs last night? So before we answer the questions, let's state some facts. Let's state some facts of the matter. The Bucs had a 41% chance to win the game if they would have went for 2. Not 50, not 60, not 70, 40% chance. They still would have probably lost the game if they would have went for 2 per ESPN analytics. And if you want to dive deeper into the analytics and actually just state the facts are that only 30% of 2-point conversions have been made so far this season. And if you even want to take it one step further, let's say you do go for 2 and you make the 2-point conversion, you have a 1-point game, and that whole second drive and that whole last drive for the Kansas City Chiefs is done over. It wouldn't matter, because if D-Hop and Patrick Mahomes would have had another week together, D-Hop would have made that catch and they would have been in field goal range, and that game would have never went into all overtime anyways, because Buckner would have kicked the 50-yard field goal in the rain to win it for the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you even want to take it one step further than that, teams that score last in regulation time in the NFL game, sending it into overtime, have a 62.3% chance of winning that game. So although the analytics said he only had 41% chance to win the game if he would have went for 2, probably would have lost it. 30% chance of getting the 2-point conversion on top of that, sending it into overtime would have gave them a 62.3% chance of winning that game. So guys, is it an overreaction if I told you that Todd made the correct choice for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last night? And the truth of the matter is being a Monday morning, Tuesday morning NFL couch coach, right? I can say that he made the right choice. I can say that he made the right choice. Sending the game into overtime at that point is 0-0. You have an opportunity to touch the ball. Kansas City Chiefs offense not being great, right? They have not scored over 30 points at all this season. Last night was the first time they scored 30 points all season long, and it took 67 minutes to do that. And the defense was playing well all night. Baker Mayfield was playing well all night. It was the right choice to send it into overtime. It was the right choice to get an opportunity to go into overtime, because no matter if Patrick Mahomes goes down there and eats 9 minutes off of the clock, right? But they kick a field goal. You get an opportunity to drive, whether the time runs out or not. You have an opportunity to drive down the field and score. It was the right call. So all of you Tuesday morning coaches, all of you armchair quarterbacks, it was the right call. In that situation, it was the right call, because going for 2 is not guaranteed at all. 30% of the 2-point conversions this season have been successful. Only 30% of them. And then the ESPN analytics saying, "Oh, you had a 41% chance of winning the game." On the flip side, you had 60% chance of losing that game. It was the right call. So guys, in the comments below, do you agree it was the right call, or you disagree? Let me know. Politics. Imagine that. WBN says, true. Last night was Mahomes' best game of the season. I think he's going to tighten up, and I'm not betting against you. You never against Patrick Mahomes. Let's just be honest. Drew says, I believe it's going to be the Chiefs and Lions in the Super Bowl, or Bucks. Casey says, just think about this. Chiefs offense is getting better, and now every game they do are getting closer to more and more to get the starters back. Facts. Casey Morgan says he made the right decision. Baker Mayfield made the wrong decision by choosing tails. And even then, like, it's a 50-50 shot, right? Better than 60-40. Ant says, not to mention, no defense in the AFC is strong enough to even stop the Chiefs' offense. The only way to beat them is to outscore them. True. KMT Vogs first says, I was at the game. Bro, it wasn't raining. It was definitely misting. So I've been to a rain game at Arrowhead, and on TV and out on the field, it's definitely raining, but in the stands for some reason it doesn't hit you like all that much. Like, I don't know if it's because of the overlays or the wind or whatever, but it was definitely raining on the field, 100%. John says, I heard someone very intelligent say the team with the ball last wins. Okay. Who was that intelligent person, John? Was that you? Which isn't easy to do there with that defense. James says, no matter decision Bowles made, he'll be blamed for making the wrong decision. Exactly. Todd Bowles is in a no-win situation. He has been on the short end of the stick many, many times in Tampa Bay. It's just crazy, right? Drew says, well, it's 6 and half a dozen of the other. Either he goes for 2 points, which is a 50-50 odds, which is not 50-50 odds, or he goes with the OT based off the coin toss, which is 50-50 odds. So, Drew, the 2-point conversion odd was 60-40, right? Per ESPN analytics, it was 40% chance they were going to win the game, 60% they were going to lose the game. And if you even want to go deeper than that, it was a 70% chance they weren't going to make the 2-point point conversion. But 50-50 odds in the overtime, give me those odds, right? James Frank says, Baker knew it was over when he said the heads. Yeah, he definitely was like, here we go again. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have not won an overtime game since 2001, I believe ESPN Analytics said. So, crazy. But, guys, do you think Todd Bowles made the right call or not? Let me know. Now, this team,